Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. So yeah, so in this series, as we are just analyzing the Morozevich games. So in the previous streams, we have just already discussed and analyzed the games between Zevish and Kramnik, and Zevish which is Polgar, and the Zevish which is Svidler. So maybe today I'll just choose Vichy maybe. So this is a game from 1995, April 29th. So Morozovich is playing as a white and Vichy is playing as a black. What's the total number for? Okay, so it is also a short game which only takes 28 moves to finish up the whole game. Okay, probably we'll just start. So e4, e5, and wow, King's Gambit, nice. I'm not sure whether King's Gambit is played at the top level chairs. Hmm. Wow, she accepted it. That's great. So the sequence of moves is e4, e5, f4, he captures f4, bishop c4, then knight f6, knight c3, oh, c6, bishop to b3, d5, striking the center, e captures d5, c captures d5, d4, bishop b4, knight f3, short castle, bishop takes c3, b takes c3, queen c7, defending the f4 pawn, uh, queen e1, maybe expecting to play the h4 move to add the extra attackers to this f4 pawn. Okay, knight f6, queen h4, knight e7, bishop takes f4, queen takes. Yeah, this pawn is undefended, right? Okay, so queen takes c3, bishop d2 attacking the queen on c3, queen back to c7, knight e5, knight f5 attacking the queen, queen to f4, bishop e3, bishop b4, rook rook f c8. Wow. So yeah, the main reason to love Morozevich games is he don't see for he's not playing for draw or to just make in one word. He's kind of like an aggressive player. That's it. So also allow Jibo's game, and Morozevich is the kind of like a trainer for Jibo, I guess. I'm not sure about it, but I guess Dubo's and Morozevich playstyle is quite similar. So it's not up to the level of Tal, but they don't do the sacrifices, but they also don't play it safer. So I'll just level up. I don't want to level up on those things, but I love most of its games as equal to Tal's games. Okay, so g4 attacking the knight, knight back to d6, rook rook a e1, knight f e4, c4 attacking the center, d takes c4, bishop c2 attacking the knight on e4, knight back to f6. Wow, g5 aggression is not a bit diluted. He's just playing so aggressively. So knight is on h6, sorry h5, Queen f3. Hmm. Defending the knight by playing g6. Wow. Knight takes g6. H takes d. Sorry. H takes g6. Wow. He's just sacrificing too many pieces. So probably the sequence of moves should be something like this, I guess. Attacking this thing as well as putting more pressure on the knight. So bishop takes g6, pawn takes, it's too many pawn should be f takes g6, rook takes e6, queen, aha, queen f7, queen g5, knight f5, rook takes f5, the game ends. Okay, what happens after here? He captures with this. What's the threat? So maybe the threat is to. Uh, so after takes, the threat is to play. What can we play up here? Maybe the pawn moves forward, tagging the queen, making it to move somewhere, and a discovery from the rook wins the queen. So that's the sequence of moves, I guess. I'll just play it. So takes, play this. So wherever the queen moves, it should be moved somewhere, right? So it is moving up there. So just simply check. So the queen should be either guiding or should be the king should be moved. So eventually capturing the queen. So also we have a passed pawn up here, so which eventually will be marched forward to the end. So that's the reason I guess we should resigned up here. Okay, so just analyze the whole game with the help of engine. So let's start the game. So probably I'll just clear each and every rotations. Okay, so everything's up right. So just start from the beginning. So e4, e5, and then f4. See, so King's Gambit is kind of like a weird opening. This most probably will not be played in the top level chess. Okay, he takes f4, bishop c4, knight f6, knight c3, c6, bishop b3. So I guess it's kind of like all theory, I guess. I'm not sure. Maybe the King's Gambit accept variants. I know a little bit about the decline variation. Let's say place this. So black counters with this instead of capturing or accepting this thing. So I'm not sure about the whole theory behind the King's Gambit's opening. So probably I should be learning that as well, I guess. So in this game, so to be looking upon this game, so they're just going to the accepted line. So after some exchanges and capturing the pawns, okay, so this is a blunder by Vichy. Shouldn't be playing knight f e4. So this allows to play this c4, attacking this the pawn, and then bringing back to attack this thing and push. So that's basically his idea, right? So yeah, so he should not be moving back. Instead, he should be playing the queen b6 move. What's queen b6 does up here? Attack, okay, counter-attacking the bishop. Queen b6, rook takes e4, rook takes e4. Uh, Wait a minute, rook takes e4, queen takes b4. Okay, queen takes b4, rook e3. Okay, sliding back. Queen b2, rook, sorry, queen b2, queen f2. Okay, the sequence of moves is, so plays here, takes, takes, so come back up here, plays here, plays here for a nasty discovery to capture the queen. So the queen moves up somewhere else. So that's the whole sequence of moves, I guess. Um, okay, but we see moved back, so allowing to play queen f2 now. So queen f2 can be played now. I'm not sure what does that move do. Mm, okay, queen f2, a5, kicking the bishop back. What's the next sequence of moves? Or I'll just stop the engine after seeing some lines. Okay. Okay. So I'll just stop the engine. So the thing up here is, so after queen f2, so a5 takes the bishop. So bishop c5. Let's play this right, taking the bishop back to here. So then bishop c5, knight d7, knight d7 to attack the bishop. Okay, queen h4. Okay, knight f8. Okay, so the thing up here is, so this knight up here, right? So this knight is now moving up here. Okay, and then knight takes f7. hmm Bishop takes f7. Rook takes, okay, rook e7. Attacking the queen and the pawn. So queen d8. Bishop takes d6. What's upon the d6, bro? So after queen d8, bishop takes a d6. I don't know what is in the d6. Okay, still the knight is not at move, right? So bishop takes d6 works. Queen takes d6, and then rook f takes f7. Rook f takes f7. Queen takes d4 check. So king h1, then queen a1 check. Sorry, king h1, and then queen takes. Sorry, queen a1 check. So okay, queen a1. So the sequence of moves is something like, so takes, takes, and then this rook is already appeared, right? So this rook takes this pawn. So queen takes a check, h1, queen a1 check, king g2, rook e8. So two rooks up here. So rook e8. Rook takes a g7 check. So the line is so long, bro. It's quite complicated to calculate all those lines. Uh, okay, probably the best move is to play queen f2. But oh, sorry. After this, it's good to play queen b6. The whole lines that we watched earlier, but he played back. So which means Morozevich can play queen f2, but he missed that as well. He played this, which allows to play knight d5 is a better move, attacking both this thing. I don't know why Visi missed that. Probably this comes as this, eventually winning this, right? I'm not sure. So after knight d5, what's the move for it? Okay, bishop takes h7 check, king takes h7, queen h4 check, king g8. Then bishop takes d6, queen takes d6, f takes g6. Where is f takes g6, bro? Okay, so g6, f takes g6, knight takes g6, bishop f5, queen h8 check. Mate is up there, so we should be playing that. Queen h8 check, king f7, rook takes f5, knight f6, sorry, knight f6. So queen takes d4. So the game goes on like that, which eventually ends into a draw, right? So after this, he played the other way around. So which allows him to play queen h4, but he missed that as well. Okay, I'm not sure about it, but I guess queen f3 is the move. Okay, instead of h4, he got it. So he played queen f3. So after queen f3, he defended by playing g6, which eventually results in knight takes d6, h takes d6, bishop takes d6, pawn takes g6, rook takes e6, and then the queen f7 move. So which allows him to play the queen d5 move, making some kinds of nasty discoveries. In the future, also double attacking or triple attacking the knight. So the knight should be moved. So the bishop played knight g7 move, so which eventually makes him to lose. Which rook takes f5. So if pawn takes f5, yeah. So you see, we can just play g6, which allows the queen to move anywhere. Let's say it just takes g6. Sorry, queen takes e6. The queen takes e6 and the king g7, queen f7 check. We can play up here. So eventually having a mate f4. So this is a winning endgame for white. Okay, got the whole idea. Let's just discuss the whole game. Maybe a recall, maybe. So e4, e5, King's Gambit, accepted variants, and then a simple exchange of games. Finally making blender by playing this move. So yeah, so this is where she blenders. Even he got a chance to play the knight g5 move, but he played knight hf move, so which eventually led into a loss. So which eventually led into a loss for Rishi. Hmm, a nice game though. So probably what I think is in this thing now I have to take my dinner. So probably tomorrow we'll just discuss two more games along with maybe. Okay, let's see what are another game which has a less number of left. Okay, there's a 19 more game. Probably I'll just discuss this as well. Let's go choose and continue. I'll just turn off the engine. Okay, so this is a game between Morozevich and Loic Van Veli. So I'm not sure about this Grandmaster. So let's see. So there are two games that Morozevich played against this Loic Van Vele. One is in 2001 and one was 2002. So this game is played in 2002, Jan 26th. So the game lasted for 19 moves. So the whole game starts with e4. Okay, the French defense. I'm not sure. Morozevich is quite good with French defense, and there are players who are just playing French defense against him. So okay, so e4, e6, d4, d5, knight c3. So this is kind of like a main line. So already discussed. I think we have discussed three games in this thing. So one is against Morozevich, which is a Polgar. Another thing is Morozevich, which is Swidler. So where in those games, Morozevich is the one who is playing as a black, and he's the one who is initiated the French defense. While against this Luekovan Valley, he's the one who's just playing the French defense against Morozevich. Okay, let's see how Morozevich is using or playing against his own strength. So he's just going to the main line. Okay, the pawn takes should be called as d takes e4, knight takes d4. Okay, knight d7, bishop d3, knight f6. Okay, knight gf6 should be called as knight gf6. Queen e2. Wow, a pawn strike with a c5 move. Knight takes f6, knight takes f6, d takes c5, bishop takes c5, bishop d2, short castle, long castle. Wow, it will be quite interesting if the game of opponents is if the opponents are just castling in the opposite way. Okay, centralizing queen by playing queen d5. Okay, he's allowing queen d5, which is a double attack on both the pawns, allowing him to capture the g2 pawn as well. Also the c pawn, sorry, the f pawn, f2 pawn as well. So after knight f3, queen takes f2. So which is a bait, I guess, because okay, he's giving up his knight for the bishop. So by playing a queen e5, then knight d7, attacking and defending the bishop. Now we can just really capture the knight on f3. So oh wow, so he sacrificed. Okay, so this is a sequence of moves in the French defense that you should be aware of, where there are knights which can jump up to this square. So you can just sack the. So this is kind of like a blender, I guess. So after this, queen captures. Sorry, the king captures h7, queen h5, king back to g8, and then this is unstoppable, I guess. Okay, what's the sequence of moves played? So after capture queen king. Okay, so instead, I'm not sure, but Morozevich played rook hg1. Okay, then bishop e3, bishop takes e3, queen takes e3, rook g3, queen back to c5, opting for exchange, queen h6. Yeah, then this made us unstoppable. How is this unstoppable? You can just simply play this. Okay, I'll just see and calculate things. You can just play this, which is unstoppable. So there's no way you can just actually defend this thing. So Luke Van Valley blundered the game in one, I guess. I'm not sure. Let's just turn on the analysis engine, starting from the beginning to the same French defense with knight c3 line, the main line. So exchange is in the center, and then okay, and then playing the queen e2 move, exchanges, and long uses the short castle, giving up 2 pawns for some activity. Yeah, I guess it's all theory. Yeah, so it is the whole game is in the white's favor. So even after losing 2 pawns. So after this move, okay, this is a bait, I guess. So this is the basic principle of chess, where you should be placing a queen to the center of the board. Also, the queen is great at attacking both the pawns, but still it's showing it's plus 6-9 for white. Wow. Should be playing e5 instead of capturing. So the capture is kind of like making a knight f3, queen takes f2, queen e5, queen takes f3 is the move, but he didn't do that. So he attacks by defending, which is a blender, so which allows the whole sequence of moves like bishop takes h7, king takes h7, queen takes queen h5 check, then king back to g8, and rook h g1. So that's the whole sequence of moves. Okay. So after this, yeah, the game is simplified with ease. So no other moves. So he just went for this queen c6, sorry c5, eventually getting into a mate. So whatever you play, it's so after this you play the g6, h3, and you can just play the g5 or e5 move to defend the square. But this is a mate. The game is nice. So venturing out into the French defense, exchanging some pawns, and there's the blender up here. So the main blender is this move. So allowing the queen to play the h5 check. So then eventually resolving the game. So I have a doubt why. Sorry. So after this, why doesn't this work? So this allows him to play the knight f6 back into the game, attacking the queen, also defending the square. So everything is sorted out. Okay, got it. Okay, so why these moves are good for white? So even though there are two pawns that can be thing. So in source e5 is the best move in the position. Maybe bishop e3, trying to exchange the bishops maybe. So let's stop the engine. So bishop e3, queen c6, bishop g5, uh, bishop b5. No, sorry. I guess I'm seeing this wrong lines. Okay, so bishop e3, okay, queen c6, bishop g5, e4. Oh, wait a minute. So then, okay, so e4, bishop b5, queen b6, bishop takes f6, queen takes f6, uh, queen takes e4, queen takes f2, knight h3, knight h3, queen takes, sorry, queen e3, queen takes e3, bishop takes e3, a4. Uh, how does this is possible? So queen e3, queen takes e3, bishop takes e3. So the whole sequence of moves is this queen should be up here. Okay, okay, okay. So this took the e5 pawn, right? So after that, so this queen has been up in the b6. So this is the sequence of moves. So captures. So this, and then playing this, eventually changing this thing. So that's the trajectory of black queen, I guess. Oops, sorry. So okay, after this, after exchanging the queens, playing a4, a6, which will be kind of like a drawish game. So but we went for the bait, I guess. And this is the blender, so which eventually not missed by Morozevich. Okay, so we just analyzed two of the Morozevich games today. Maybe tomorrow I'll just analyze the remaining games as well. I guess there are only a few games remaining here. So the game against Lecco, the game against another game against the Whaley, and then yeah, there are four games remaining here. So there are five games remaining up there. So we already discussed the game against Swidler, Anand, Kramnik, and Judith, and today the Whaley as well. So there are five more games, I guess. Maybe we'll just cover the five more games in part of two streams, I guess. Okay, then probably I'll just end the stream now and catch you back in tomorrow's stream. Bye bye. Take care.